opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovebneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska Insider today.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the all-new Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide the smooth energy to get you through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman and Austin Oerman. Old School with Foreman and Oerman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. It is Old School here on the Ticket, 2-hour version of the show today. Teammates timeout coming up at 5 p.m. But until then, it's the Old School crew, DPJ, and myself, Austin Oerman, with you. Brought to you by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese, special ingredient butcher shop with 3 Lincoln locations and 1 up in Omaha. Lots to get to on the Huskers front, college football front, and some executives talking about opposing quarterbacks in their league. We'll get their breakdown, give our opinions on that as well over the course of the next couple hours. 402-464-5685. You want to be a part of the show. DP, Jay, it was Special Teams Day in a lot of ways for Nebraska. We heard from Coach Mike Eckler. May play a little bit from him, but I want your guys' thoughts, your opinions. Jay, we'll start with you. What goes into successful special teams? Let's start with just the coverage units. What makes a coverage unit a good coverage unit?
Well, number one is like want to, intent with effort. You know, you got to want to do that, you know, and, it takes a different mindset, but then it's probably, I think it's the easiest thing to do. And it's not, I'm not, obviously taking anything away from anybody that plays special teams or any coaches, but I think special teams is real simple. When you make it real simple, you got to know what you're doing. You got to study it just like you're studying defense. If you want to be really great at it, and if you want to get more playing time, it's an easier process than, say, an encyclopedia size of defensive book, right? See ball, hit ball, block guy. It's real simple, right? But it's a 1,000% aggression. So it starts with really, really, good effort, and then you got to have the blueprint, which that's Coach Eckler's job, kind of him and Coach Rule, and then they got to go out there and execute. And you got to have a detailed plan. You got to study tendencies. You got to study the guys that you're either blocking or trying to defeat. The guys that are trying to block you. You got to study the returners. You got to study the conditions. You got to know your punter. You got to know your gunners, on punt team. You got to know everything. But So it's not get on the field, run down the field? That's a big part of it. But you got to hit that line running. Special teams coaches generally are wired different. I always talk about Danny Smith. He said, listen, I want everybody hitting the line at full speed. He says, I don't care if you guys start in the locker room, hype the crowd up, do cartwheels. By the time that ball's kicked off, he wants to see everybody sprint. Because I think a lot of times and then you got to have a plan and everybody's got to execute it. But I think I think special teams sometimes gets overlooked. It's a big part of the game. You can, Virginia Tech and the Beamers and obviously Coach Osborne while we were here and every other great team, you have really good special teams players. Yeah, you got to have good special teams.
DP, flip side of that, returners, whether it's punt or kickoff, what makes a great return unit?
Marbles, sir. A lack of logic.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of daredevil and discipline at the same time. As a returner, yeah, it's discipline that I'm going to let people run themselves out of my way. Scheming, it is being disciplined. Don't chase. It'll come to you. Work will come to you. Clear your yard is what I would listen to. Larry Pecatello, who was with the Redskins back in the day, he would talk about. Greg Williams would talk about it. He'd tell you, listen, if you clean your yard, you don't have to worry about nothing else. If I've got 10 guys who are cleaning their yard, in the return game, it is a simple matter that I don't have to be cute. I don't have to be sexy. I don't have to out scheme. If I am getting vertical on a field and Jay Foreman is in front of me, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to. It's my job to occupy him. That's the job of a return team. It gets complicated when they start meshing and overloading and misdirecting. But I would imagine that Jay knew what his contact points were and what his responsibilities were. And if he did his job, you become all-pro alternate because you do your job. Each one. That's all special teams coaches respect the guy that does his job. You can identify him. Look, we're not running at 56. He's going to be where he's supposed to be. And it's also, and Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can tell the identity of a team by the way it plays special teams.
You can learn a lot. I think you learn. Well, yeah, I mean, you learn probably more. One, you're going to see your overall team speed, right? Because you want to not only have your starters be fast, and if they're playing, you'll know they're fast, and then obviously the backups or whatever rotational players. You'll see how physical everybody is. That's just how you practice. You playing with good leverage and all that, so you'll see the depth of your team a lot of times, and to see your discipline. And I think when you do returning, I mean, I think if you really embrace, I said this yesterday, if you really embrace special teams, there's guys that have parlayed that into getting extra playing time. I mean, I know it's a God forbid we talk about the 90s, so I won't talk about the plethora of guys that have parlayed special teams plays to more defensive plays to decade-long careers in the NFL. So let's just talk about recent. And I always talk about Mekhi Bear. Left foot, in my opinion, if Scott and those guys were there, I think he would have just got glossed over. Number one, because Ernest Hausman was coming and he was doing his thing. So then Mekhi, was battling some injuries. Coach Rule comes in. Obviously, Ernest goes to, we'll see him in week 4, but he leaves, but he gave everybody on the team a chance to get into the new weight program. He reshaped his body. He came down against Minnesota and made a couple special teams tackles, doubled down on that, validated it against Colorado, got in because I don't know if somebody got dinged up or whatever. I don't know if it was Luke Reimer or Nick or whatever, but he got in. And then now, he ends up starting for the last he started at another position, I think, later in the year against Wisconsin. And then he ended up starting last year. Mm-hmm. And then he was able to go to Missouri. Now he's at North Carolina. But it started with special teams. And obviously he had to be aggressive. He had to buy into the game plan. And so that's, part of the identity. So Also, I think when you're in returns, I think you gotta even take it a step further. It's one thing to know, okay, I got a block on kickoff return, the L4, R4, R3, or whatever. But you also have to be you just can't aimlessly be out there doing it. You know what I mean? Just like, all right, I got to block this dude. Well, you got to block him differently if they're kicking off into the wind. The kick's short. You got to set shorter. So that guy covering, you're getting moved, or you're going to get what's called button press. Essentially, he's trying to run you over and two gap you, just drive you back and then make the tackle. But if you don't understand that, then you will be dropping like it's like a deeper kick. And then now you look like, well, what's that guy doing? Because you're dropping but when we've seen it, you're dropping back into the wedge. You also have to look at, okay, if I'm usually going against Austin, is from, say you play on Cincinnati, well, then you're not in. Well, something must be over, because if Austin's over there, then that's most likely where the kick is. If you're the bell cow on special teams, it is as much detail as you choose to make it. Some returners run the return, say you run a counter return, like you get it here, you start and you go, right? They run it differently. One returner runs it differently than others. That's you're blocking. You have to block it different for Barney versus, I don't know who the returners are. Only two guys I know. Emmett. Marshall has return
a little bit, in Idaho.
So those two, they're two different body types, two different running styles. So you have to study your opponent and yourself as much as you would on defense. So I think with Coach Eckler, just number one, the thing I can only say, just I played against him. I seen him out there jumping. I was like, this dude's crazy, right? And that's fine, right? It's great, and he's but he was a special team stalwart at Kansas State. He coached linebackers here. He played linebacker, but he made his name for himself playing special teams. He has now become one of the top special teams coaches, but he's played it. It's no different than me playing. He's able to talk, and he's seen it. He's done it. He knows what he wants because he's actually physically done it. And then he's continued to coach it and change it or whatever as the game's changing. So, look, if you're going to play special teams, this is one thing I'm going to say. If I was ever talking to the players, if you're going to play special teams with Mike Eckler, I can guarantee you better not have it'd be like a change of speed. Change of speed is you throttle it down. Oh crap. It looks like he might break a tackle. Then you change the speed.
Probably too late by then.
Yeah, because he'll probably be meeting you at the numbers. So I'm sure he's already set that stuff you got to deal with and get. But I'm telling you this from, not to keep hearing it, like on me. But I remember what is dude, I think it was Ronnie Jones, who kind of came after Bruce DeHaven, and it didn't work out well. And Danny Smith came in, and I know he's a great coach. He's still coaching, all right? He's Mike Tomlin's right-hand man. And he's like, hey, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. He's like, the GM wanted to just bring in all new special teams guys. If I just want to bring in all these dudes, he's like, that's not good at coaching. He's like, I'm going to protect you guys, and I'm going to make you guys back to the special teams you should be. So what I'm saying is, he came in and demanded a whole different ball of wax, and it was by his movement. And you better get on that bus or not. And the same thing. He was a DB coach at Georgia Tech, actually, when they won the national championship. So he could talk defense. He's like, I'm coaching special team. So he could be out there and just be he's in there.
What was some of this determined where you kind of understood what the priority was because of the amount of time they allowed for it? Because not all teams.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Yeah, it's a priority. When I was in college, and pretty much everywhere in the pros, that you better. It is some places I'm sure more of a priority, and it's a priority here. You don't bring in Mike Eckler, and I'm assuming paying him pretty decent, that it ain't gonna be a priority.
And I think that came up when Matt Rule was talking about the punter Archie Wilson. Oh, I used to just go with the offensive line when we were doing punt. Now I get my box of popcorn, right? Not saying special teams weren't a priority for Matt Rule, but if there's some truth in jest, maybe the Mike Eckler hire is Matt Rule saying, yeah, you know what? I probably should have paid more attention to special teams. You know, I viewed it as just that third phase, nothing more, nothing less. Maybe it was a little admission from the head ball coach.
The salary is a number. Like he's not getting minimum wage to run special teams.
Yeah.
Like he's getting a number and it's a value. But Matt Rule said early in the pressers that, quite frankly, when the special teams played well, we played well. When we didn't, when they didn't, we didn't. So he's acknowledging it. Listen, this is a space that if you're trying to add 2 wins, that's a really simple way to do it. It's just to get better at third of the game.
Yeah, or maybe like more consistent. You know, I think things when you're able to hire a coach like Mike Eckler, you know, it's like, all right, you have, you know, you get a chance, right? You probably, you know, it's like Danny Smith. Like there's probably, I know that, you know, he was with, at that time, they were the Redskins. And then Mike Tomlin saw an opportunity after they fired coaches with the Redskins many times to get a guy like Danny. So then you make, you know, he had a long time special teams coach with him. Then you pivot.
Mm-hmm. Guys like that don't come available very often.
So
you gotta go
get them. And so, you know, you're able to, you know, come in, get different ideas. But I'm gonna tell you, like Mike Eckler is a good coach. Like he's got good energy. So you know, all the coaches are generally, at least I know with Coach Osborne. I know for a fact I've seen it, right? I've seen it at every single, and especially in the pros. So this is just the pros, especially with Coach Osborne. Every coach is involved in special teams. In some form, you got to coach some sort of position. So if this dude's coaching at this rate and this intensity, it's just gonna just boil over into because you can't just be like, you can't be around Mike Eckler just pure energy, right? And not match that or his intensity, because when you coach a specific group, this is the way I view things. And this is what Coach Osborne told me. This is actually what Wade Phillips told me when he drafted me, but then we were talking with Ted Cottrell as well. He's like, when you're coaching a, you know, offense, defense, or special teams, you're actually still coaching the coaches that are on it, because you're actually coaching them to do what you want them to do or take it and run with it. So you're really like a head coach of the special team. So everybody else that participates in it is kind of, and you're just no different than offensive defensive coordinator.
That would be, it's funny too, as a high school coach, I hated coaching special teams. Hated it. But if I was to be offered a college coaching position, sign me up for special teams, because I'm going to get antelopes and stalkers, cheetahs.
Yeah, ideally.
But yeah, because some programs won't let you have them.
Ideally, and you got the thing about special teams though. Just like you talk, it takes some cojones. Because if you running down there and you have no awareness, you're gonna get put to sleep. You will get cracked. Well, they don't do that much now.
Who got you on special teams?
Man, you know what?
Thank you for asking, because I didn't want to.
Here's how weird it works, right? So I was with Buffalo, and we were playing the Redskins at the time, Washington. That's I got 50 tickets, right? So I knew I was, you know,
whole town of Frederick.
Yeah, the whole Gaithersburg, we was in the house. You know, Rockville, we was doing it, right?
Rolling deep.
Yeah, you know, that's where my grandma stopped the team bus and brought me my chicken sandwich in aluminum foil. I was so embarrassed.
Oh, bruh. I would have paid money.
That's a chicken sandwich, though.
She brought me a chicken sandwich and gave me her famous fried chicken.
See,
Gary Walker ate it. I just was like, dang.
This is so. Austin, do you know what this chicken sandwich is made of? Okay, so this is white bread. This is white bread with a hotly pressed piece of chicken. Like she just cooked. She took that out of the oil.
Made it, and had it in a man. I was
put it in. Hey, but did she wrap it in aluminum foil or plastic wrap?
It was an aluminum foil she had the whole thing. Here's the thing. So at this point in time, my uncle, I had my whole family there. And so my grandma and my aunt, they couldn't get around. You know, the good thing about it is I was able to get them up there on the handicap level. So they actually got to sit in better seats than
everyone else.
Right. And so they had canes, you know, because they can't walk. So they called it literally 2 canes. Stop the team bus. I'm talking about with the police and everything. and she was like hitting the door with her cane. She was like, I gotta give my baby a sandwich.
Oh, and they're like, whose grandmother is this? Like,
there it is.
Whose grandmother is this?
Same, so anyways, back to the game. So this is so we're playing down this FedEx Field, and this is Daniel Snyder's the owner.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was, because once I kind of left, in Charlie Castley and company, he just kind of messed up the Redskins at the time. I kind of, tuned them out. So we're warming up down in the north end zone. This dude comes. I was like, who is this little dude walking right through our warm-ups? Like literally, we doing cover 3 drop. I'm like, what you doing here, right? But he came with a whole posse, so we do that, and I'm hyped, So my whole goal was Wade and Ted Cottrell said, we're gonna get you in the game, right? And they was cool about it. They knew I was excited, so I got in. Made me a couple plays. So we come down on special teams and make a tackle inside the 20. So then back then, and now listen, the statute of limitations is done. So you have a big hit. You was getting cash money records and free car washes when we'd have our team meeting on Mondays. I was like, oh, so then I'm like, yeah, I broke bread, right? So we come down. The game's over. We beating them. The game's over. So we just covering the kick. So I come down. I was like, oh well, I'm DA rookie. I'm running down there, and I'm like, oh, they ain't blocking me. This is another one. This is all going through my mind, literally as I'm running.
They are luring him in.
Nothing but green grass and ball carrier.
You're right. Like I'm running, and so I used to have checkpoints. All right, this dude, like the guard and the tackle ain't blocked me, so I run. The dude kind of hits me a little bit, and I was like, oh, I defeated the block. Kind of swam. I think I'm cool. I was like, oh, this is another $500. The dude ghost blocked me, and as I do, boom. Hey, it was like tumbleweed. Hey, when I made the tackle on defense, I had all the stuff here. Then the right one was just like skidding on FedEx Field. And the funny thing about it, 4 years afterwards, down in Houston, they traded or they signed Matt Stevens. Matt Stevens is the one that got me.
Safety.
No.
27.
Got me from all the way the other side of the field.
Jay knew that number.
Oh,
yeah.
he's seeking
You get the number of that truck they got for me.
And it wasn't a hard hit. It wasn't like I felt with. It was like you looking this way, boom, got you. And he, he could have cleaned my clock. He's like, I got you, and just ran off. Yeah.
He had a huge dome.
Yeah.
He had a huge dome.
Yeah, and he was a good friend. Unfortunately, he just passed away.
Yeah. April.
Yeah. Yeah, it was about
March,
May. It was May. It's unfortunately, but
so then, if DP's can ask who got you, who did you get?
Oh, I had a hit list. I got some guys. The worst thing I ever did was in special teams. I got this guy from New Orleans, and then stood over. I told myself I'd never do that again. But the worst feeling I ever felt as a professional athlete was when I played, I think it was the Miami Dolphins. So it's intense. I'm in Buffalo. Okay.
In Miami or in Buffalo?
In Buffalo.
Okay.
In his contract year and everything. Danny Smith was like, hey, he put OJ Brigance up there. He in front of the team meeting. He put this dude up, they put up the guys, right? Mm-hmm. OJ Brigance. And he stopped the team meeting. He's like, everybody know who Jay Foreman is? He got this gum. He chomped. Everybody know who Big Foreman is, right? He's like, if you don't know Jay Foreman, stand up. Right now, we in late in the year. He's like, it's you and him this week. You handle that, we win. He's like, I want everybody to know. So every day, so I was like, all right. So we got in the game, and I was incensed. And when I tell you, I said stuff to this man that I would only say to somebody that we getting into it, right? And I had a good game against, a tackle inside 20, I did that, had some good blocks on him. He wasn't really a big factor. We're winning the game, and I'm finishing every play to the double echo of the whistle. Then I'm just mushing you in the face. And then I'm just blink, 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 this. He says, this is the last thing. He's like, you play a good game. Right? Young man. He's like, God bless you. I'm going to pray for you. Listen, when I tell you, I called my grandma. I said, listen, I need some help. I felt so embarrassed because then you read up on and OJ Brigance, he worked for the Ravens. He passed away. He was one of the greatest dudes in the league. He's the only guy I know named OJ who's actually named after OJ. Yeah. His name is actually he's actually OJ Brigance. And he's like the exact opposite. He was a player rep, and then he worked with the Ravens. Even when I think he had made out at MLS, they still had him in the organization. And he was like, God bless you. You're gonna have a great career. Then he just said, God, he's like, I'm gonna be praying. Well, when we went up to tunnel, I'm gonna be praying for you. I said, you know what, man? I'm sorry. I just wanted to say, you know what, man? I'm sorry. I had too much pride to tell him, but then I felt like I was in the locker room.
You ever tell Danny how that went down?
He came over, was like, yeah, good job. I was like, all hyped up with him, but in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said this. I probably shouldn't have done this. I probably shouldn't have mushed him in the face like that. I was just driving home. I needed a cigarette or something.
He said, I heard what you said. I heard what you said about me.
I was like, man, I need a cigarette or something, man. I need to go to stress walk. You know what I'm saying? I need to go for a walk. Oh, my God, I felt. Every time I think about that. Deep. I felt bad.
Well, we're going to give you a break to think about it. Come back with your head screwed on. We'll talk more Huskers, more college football as we move through old school.
You're listening to Old School with Jay Foreman and Austin Oerman. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce is complicated. It affects every part of your life, your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce and the unexpected directions that it can take, it's times like this that you need a partner you can count on.
If you're a man facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today to connect with a local divorce attorney who understands the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Text GO99 to 323232. GO99 to 323232. GO99 to 323232. 1221 N Street, Lincoln. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply, stop to opt out.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the all-new Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide the smooth energy to get you through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Gannett Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gannett Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gannett Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GannettTrucking.com.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
MMA fighting is back this Saturday with summer season VFL 4 at the Complex. Lincoln's best amateur MMA fighters will display their best performances, with Misael Monares fighting Colin Fisher for the welterweight title to wrap up the night. Get your tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com, where you can live stream the event as well. Doors will open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. this Saturday, August 16th, all at the Complex at 1555 Yolanda Avenue.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Any fog we have out there is going to be clearing here as we head through the rest of our Tuesday. We'll get up to 84 for a high temperature, decreasing cloud cover, and a fairly light wind. Tonight, mostly clear, down to 60 for an overnight low. We'll get up to 87 and sunny tomorrow, with the 90s back on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Aaron Dowden for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Back to old school with Foreman and Oerman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back on Old School. DPJ, Austin, the crew with you. We're going to hit up our Starter Heyman Jewelers text line here to get us going. Brad says Nebraska doesn't even have a kicker yet. Well, funny enough, Mike Eckler addressed that. Let's hear from Nebraska special teams coordinator Mike Eckler on the kicking competition.
I won't get into where everybody's at, other than I'll just say this: at the end of next week, we'll name a guy, and we'll roll. And we got a close battle right now. They've all done some nice things, and again, we're going to need all three of them. So it's not where you start, it's where you finish, right?
Of course, the three names in competition: John Hull, Tristan Alvano, and transfer Kyle Kunanen. So stay tuned for some news on that by the end of next week. And then here's this gentleman from Ben on our text line. He says, completely off topic. It's really not that off topic. Any tips for a dad who just volunteered to be a YMCA flag football coach less than a week before the season started because no one else had volunteered to coach the fifth graders up to that point?
Tylenol for your headache.
Put some in your cup. Put some in your cup. And make sure your contract is 1 year only.
Medicate, bro.
Frank Reich.
Yeah.
Frank Reich at Stanford.
Yep.
Jay, he out there with 10-year-olds, bro.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks before the season starts.
How about your local gas station? Get you a couple Busch lattes.
Get you a really good team mom too.
Yeah. Get you a Busch lattes.
Somebody with a really big cooler.
Yeah.
The hardest I ever got hit was playing flag football.
Probably because it's out of control sometimes.
Your boy got rocked. We were running I forget exactly how the play developed, but I know I was supposed to, it was a handoff or like a pitch to the right. I was at quarterback, then I leaked out to the left, and there was a throwback to me. Playing the Giants, dirty Giants. Shocker.
And the dude hit you?
Oh, yeah. Just completely laid me out.
Dang, they the Lincoln Raiders on you.
Like shoulder to head.
Hey, he out there like
I'm down for a second.
He set the tone.
And then the three most magic words in sports: run it again. Housed it.
They
hard of a champion.
Those are the rules. There's certain places, YMCA, right? Because the dudes who are playing flag touch football at YMCA, they are dealing with some things. And then do not go to a Mormon church and play basketball pickup game. You will end up like Bach, folded up on the side of the floor somewhere, because it's like Jim Carrey from Cable Guy, where he come out there with the headbands and the elbow pads and that I can see Austin out there running routes, and there's Jim Carrey standing in the middle waiting for Austin to come through there, hit him with the lynch, and then flexed on it.
They come with intimidation.
I'm sorry, Austin.
No, there's a reason I gave up football after middle school.
Oh man,
that's what happened.
My body would be a whole lot healthier if I had given up football earlier.
I think one year Lincoln Lutheran had 7 or 8 concussions. They went and played Wilbur Claytonia one year, and I don't remember if it was my friend or one of the other kids on the team took a helmet straight to the face mask and dented it.
Jay, do you recall your concussions?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, some.
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 Matt Stevens.
There's a bunch.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
There's a bunch.
Yeah, there's a bunch. I got probably over close to 40. Heck, the first play I ever played in the real play in the NFL, like in the game, Seattle. I told you about my boy Rayon Hill. Yeah. He's a stunt double for Jamie Foxx. Me and Ray, we
so he was in any given Sunday out here running around.
Yeah, Rayon. We had a name for him. I wouldn't say Dookie Ray, but we called him, you know what, Ray, because that's how he looked in his uniform. So he had a hockey elbow pad. I don't know where. First of all, I don't know where he got this hockey elbow pad because it looked like it had been worn
from the Buffalo Sabres.
But it looked like it had been worn from the Buffalo Sabres of 1972. And then he used to have, like when people used to drive like their cars, they'd have the fingers cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rayon would cut like 2 off. And then he would just when he get introduced in the game, he would dance the whole way. He's from New Orleans. So we're running down on kickoff, and so we're playing in Seattle. It's notoriously a fast track. When it was a Superdome or whatever it was up in Seattle. So I knew I was only going to play special teams, and that's the way they broke you in as rookies. Like even when you were active, you just running down and hitting the wedge. So all week, I know I'm about to. We on comic, suicide mission, whatever you want to call it. I ain't trying to, have people text in. So we're running down, and Ray, and it's a 3-man wedge, and they had a fullback named Max Strong. So it was Pete Kendall, Max Strong, and this other dude. So I'm supposed to hit in between Pete Kendall and Max Strong, or Max Strong and then Pete Kendall. Rayon's in between the other dude. So essentially, somebody gonna have a one-on-one. Well, we running down there, and I went to the Buffalo Mall, and bought me some cross trainers and spatted them up because they were lighter. So I was like, yeah, somebody getting all this 245 straight in the chops. No thigh pads or nothing. Boom. It's me, R3, Rayon, R2, and Antoine Winfield. And he's just a safety net. We running down there, and out of your peripheral, we riding, stride by stride, because I was trying, if I can keep up with Ray, I'm good. Man, next thing you know, the turf monster hits him. He just running in where he's at. Man, by the time I hit that wedge, all I remember seeing is Max Strong, because he had this different face mask, just hit me dead in the side of the head. I felt like Rocky against Ivan Drago. Got woke up by the ground, went to
all because Dookie Ray fell down.
Yeah, and I went to the wrong sideline. Ref was like, "Yeah, you gotta go the other way."
So I was that's where I was gonna go next. Teams can't provide those anymore. Players got to bring their own. There's a big scare about that a couple weeks ago.
Hey, that's the thing that brought they was like, "Where you at?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "I think you think you're in Seattle?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Went right back in the game. Man. Yeah, right. Then the other time, when we played Kansas City one time, my man Kylie Wong got me friendly fire.
Oh no!
Yeah, he hustled him to the ball. First of all, he missed the tackle. I jump over to do tackle Priest Holmes. He come flying in and miss Priest Holmes. Boom!
There's no collision like 2 linebackers colliding. There's just not.
But he missed twice.
There's not.
That's the thing. He missed the tackle. He missed the tackle, and I kind of like tackled him out of bounds, and you're kind of like sitting there. Next thing you know, here comes kind of submarine. Boom! Out on national TV.
The funniest story I ever heard was I don't know if you remember Reggie Branch.
I remember the name.
Reggie Branch was the captain, Super Bowl special teams captain, and he was Pro Bowler at it. But they call him Rockhead. Like he was Rockhead. Like Reggie he was 5'9", 270, all muscle. But he was the wedge buster. They called him a fullback. But he went down on a wedge against the Cardinals. He said him and EJ Jr. ran into each other and said he was sitting on it. They woke him up. They woke him up. It was the first time somebody got him. They woke him up and said, "How you doing, Reggie?" "I'm fine, coach, but I don't think I'm going to school tomorrow."
Hey. If you play special teams the right way, you're gonna get got.
Boy,
just like if you're playing rim protector.
Yeah, you're gonna get got. If you're out there always passive and tiptoeing around, then you won't get. But if you play special teams the right, number one, because people are gonna try to get you, you're gonna get got. And people don't remember. I know, again, people don't want to talk about the 90s, but I'm gonna talk about my man Dollar Bill Billy Legate. No, you don't know. He was like the second or third team fullback behind Joe Makovic. I call it Joe Makovic. I call him Machiavelli. But Dollar Bill Legate, Billy Legate, used to wear these white gloves, and he ran with impeccable form. Okay, and he was number 40, and he had broke so many face masks. He had they have the two things up there to keep he had 4 of them up there. And Billy I would just look at special teams, and he would just annihilate people. He destroyed.
Oh, he looks like. Oh, yeah.
He destroyed Michigan State, led by Nick Saban here, all by himself on special teams. Dollar Bill Billy Legate.
The text line is funny. Since you guys remember the Snickers commercial where the guy gets hit so hard, he thinks he's Batman.
Yeah,
I'm the Batman.
But you also got to remember, though, in recent history, when Bo coached, they had a guy named Eric Martin, and he primarily was a special teams guy. And I don't know who they played. I mean, he knocked 2 cats out. But back then, that you could hit him. You could crack back on guys. He was laying cats out here, and I think it was maybe UCLA. Correct me if I'm wrong. But then they had to start playing him on defense, and he was kind of like a person without a position because he was big enough he was probably a little bit too big to play linebacker, but he wasn't fleet of foot. They put him at like kind of a rush in because he was just killing with effort, and he learned how to rush the passer. He ended up playing 6-7 years in the league, won a Super Bowl. I think he might have got drafted. If he didn't get drafted, I know he made a team. He was on the Patriots, and he was laying cats out too.
Find your way, man.
So if special teams is important. A lot of kids are coming out of high school or on the team. They're like, oh, I got it. Especially no. You can parlay that into a longer career than some of the guys that are out there playing.
Eric says Billy Legate had a negative neck. No neck at all. Just traps.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something about Billy Legate. One time before a game, his locker was right by mine. Before a game, his helmet, somebody took his helmet. Like, because he put it the same place. He went to the bathroom, and, he's kind of real quiet. Yeah, I love Billy Legate. He's like, hey, who got my lid? Everybody's like, man, whatever. We got our headphones on. Brothers is bopping. We got the music going. He was like, hey, who got my lid? I stood up and said, hey, get this man his helmet because he's about to go crazy in here. The whole team was on an APB for his helmet, Dollar Bill. And Aaron Penland, I talked about him. Fiesta Bowl. It might be his text line. Correct me if I'm wrong. First play of the game, I think it's Jacquez Green who ended up playing him. Hey, crank up the John Deere. There you go, Steve Spurrier. You don't want to practice. There you go. You got, and Aaron Penland's from Florida, from Jacksonville, and he hit Jacquez Green. I was like, dang, you looking out there like, dang, he ain't moving. Then you start to get concerned. Then he got up, or they brought him on the stretcher, got him off of there.
Jay, how do you feel about Brian Cushing's awareness?
Like rational awareness, or
that's the question. General. How does Jay feel about Brian Cushing's awareness?
Cushing the juice was crazy. He headbutted the dude from Cleveland. He really looked like
with no helmet on.
Yeah, he really was in WWE. He was WWF. He really, how they got the ketchup patches and with the wrestlers. Oh no, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and headbutt you. Yeah, he was for real. I don't think he never really played special, but on defense, he wasn't playing no game.
He is one of one.
Yeah,
Cushing is one of one.
Supplements.
Good. I'm glad you said it. When you call yourself Juice, what's your name? Yeah. They call me Juice.
Who's crazier, good special teams player or a good strength coach?
Well, they two in the thing. They both the thing. I think to be a special. First of all, the return punts when I played, you gotta be a little off, or kicks. You just gotta be. You gotta be extremely confident, in true confidence, with mixed in with crazy and athletic and all that. And you got to be inspiring, because if you aren't one of the guys won't block for you. So probably I'd just say, special teams guys. I mean, but special teams is different now. Now it's kind of like you can go down there and weave and bob and weave and, not really hit anybody and be a dude.
So then what makes Matthew Slater so good?
Well, I mean, for me, I always say guys like Matthew Slater, like Larry Wiggum, who was, New England Patriots have as much as everybody, obviously Tom Brady and the defense gets their just due. It's their special teams that was just as big a factor. You got to think they had every one of their starters on defense that played a role in it, in big roles in it. But then they had Larry Izzo, who was one of the all-time, greats of the time.
Yeah.
And who was as good or better than all of them was Larry Wiggum, who was like a safety, but he was linebacker size that could run. And then here comes Slater. Slater's is really would be the hardest to block because he found a role. You have an organization that appreciates that, okay, and won't use it will pay for it, right? He's a receiver speed, linebacker type of mentality, quarterback type of knowledge of it, and then for a receiver, and he has a good build, and he has long arms. His dad it was a great offensive tackle, and he has the strength. So he's hard to block for me. Probably would have a very hard time blocking him, on a kickoff return with all that space. He's stronger than most receivers and DBs that are trying to vice him so he can cover kicks, punts.
Yeah, get off the line, not get jammed.
And then he can do it. So then he has the speed to go down there, and he's got the experience.
He was tough too, right?
Isn't
that the thing? Like he was.
I mean, that's a known. I mean, that's just that. Like his toughness. That's already like the known. But what makes
can you be a good special teams player and not be tough?
I mean, you can. But I mean, I think every football player is tough now. I think just obviously different level. I don't think you can be a guy that turns down action and be good. It's just, you get in action, and in order to be good, you got to go get it, and that's where it makes him probably coverage. He might be the best guy of all time coverage wise. I know Steve Tasker's up there obviously as far as made it sexy and obviously. Once you get on TV, but I think Matthew Slater is hard not to put it, if not one, definitely two.
A few Husker names from the text line here before we go to break. Eric Martin from the 2000 and 2010s era.
Bo Pelini, yeah.
Bo Pelini era.
Oh, yeah.
We have a vote for Mike Knox, breaking helmets in practice back in the 80s from Augie. We also have Joe Walker from the 90s, return man.
He was a good returner. I mean, Keo Craver, DeJuan Gross. All those guys, you were DB, you were supposed to be a good return. Joe Walker could return. Joe was too pretty. He wasn't hitting nobody.
Second all time at Nebraska with 1,159 career kickoff return yards and eighth all time at Nebraska with 653 punt return yards.
Joe Walker?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there was a dude, I used to call him Dr. Freeze, named Clint Finley. He's actually, I think he's a head coach he's a head football coach, I think, where Eric Dickerson's from down in Texas. I think that's where he just got the job. Yo, he hit this dude from Kansas State, man. I still, like, Clint's problem was he's going to hit the other team or you. Somebody going to sleep.
If it's moving.
Yeah. Is somebody going to sleep. He parlayed that. He really didn't play at Nebraska. He played 2 or 3 years with the Chiefs. Doing the same thing, too.
He's the can man.
Yeah. Anybody can get
Anybody can.
Yep. Hey, right place at the wrong time when 19's around.
Head on a swivel.
Yeah.
We'll go to break. Got some trivia to give away, maybe some Salt Dogs tickets and some $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings for you. Come back with us. Your chance to win.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with Foreman and Oerman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
MMA fighting is back this Saturday with summer season VFL 4 at the Complex. Lincoln's best amateur MMA fighters will display their best performances, with Misael Monares fighting Colin Fisher for the welterweight title to wrap up the night. Get your tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com, where you can live stream the event as well. Doors will open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. this Saturday, August 16th, all at the Complex at 1555 Yolanda Avenue.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. Go bold this summer and fall with endless possibilities. Stop in now for the best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coats, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Back to old school with Foreman and Oerman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back one final time for this hour of Old School, 2-hour ditty for you. Today, we'll shift our focus a little bit more to the NFL to start off hour 2. But here's how we're going to do this trivia question. Jay and DP, I'm going to give you the same question. I want you guys to both give an answer, and we'll give it to texter number 5, who says either DP or Jay is closer to this number. Mm-hmm. So we got some numbers today for athletic department spending on volleyball programs. So it'll come as no surprise that Nebraska volleyball leads the pack. They're just a little bit ahead of Texas. I will tell you, those are the only 2 schools above $5 million. So DP will start with you. You guess first. Jay, you'll go second. How many dollars per win did Nebraska volleyball spend last season?
Per win, I would say.
How many dollars per win did Nebraska volleyball spend in 2024?
I'm going to say 200,000.
DP says 200,000. Jay, how many dollars per win did Nebraska volleyball spend in 2024?
$175.
Jay says 175. DP says 200,000. Texter number 5, say DP or Jay. Whoever you think is closer will end up earning the $30 Buffalo Wings and Rings. And, just for fun, we'll toss in some Lincoln Salt Dogs vouchers as well. Time's running out to see the Salt Dogs, so definitely make sure you get down here, ask for some vouchers and whatnot. Okay, votes are starting to roll in a little bit here. As we await the final number of responses, so Danny Busboom Kelly and Louisville last year spent at a top 15 level at just about $3 million. $2.95 million was the budget for Danny Busboom Kelly last year. She doubles that at Nebraska to $5.9 million. Double the resources. Now, this is just what it was budgeted for in terms of the volleyball programs at these places. So since we have a number of responses, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and all right, number 5. So 0874, you are the winner. Really good guesses, guys.
But how do you know how much they spent? How much they did?
Because Matt Brown of Extra Points, FOIA'd, Freedom of Information Act, the information, put it online today.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska spent $5.9 million on volleyball last season, divided
$6 million?
Divided by 33 wins, 178.
I was I was basing it on 30, not 33. I didn't count the last 3 wins. I was counting regular season wins. That's kind of what I was working on.
Well, I don't know who's right then. These are both right. I mean, 33 wins is what the program says, including postseason. I believe you measure postseason. So we will give the nod to Jay.
You got paid extra. No, they had to spend extra money for the extra season for the postseason.
That's a bonus. That don't count.
Like that $15,000?
You can talk about Jay.
Wait, what $15,000?
Man, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Good guesses, guys. Good guesses. We'll go to break. We'll talk some NFL. We'll talk some college football. Plenty more still ahead. Hour 2 of Old School.
You're listening to Old School with Jay Foreman and Austin Oerman. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Cobalt Diesel reminds listeners as we approach the anniversary of 9/11, our thoughts turn to the firefighters, police officers, paramedics, and all emergency first responders. Tens of thousands of first responders spend days, weeks, and months searching for victims, cleaning rubble and debris, and restoring order to the chaos. We proudly thank the 9/11 first responders for risking their lives on that tragic day. Cobalt Diesel, serving our area with pride and integrity. For portable line boring or for all your heavy-duty diesel and equipment repair, service needs, and more, or visit www.cobaltdiesel.com. Cobalt Diesel, on the air because they care.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and your locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Nebraska football opens their season on Thursday, August 28th in Kansas City, and you can be a part of the best pregame tailgate party with Blur Events, live from Kauffman Stadium, home of the Royals. Doors open 4 hours before kickoff with a live DJ promoting interactive competitions and giveaways. Tailgate games like cornhole, flip cup, and beer pong, access to ballpark concessions, and available air conditioning. Book your tickets today at blurevents.com/Kansas City and hang with 93.7 The Ticket on the scene prior to Nebraska versus Cincinnati on August 28th.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman and Austin Oerman. Old School with Foreman and Oerman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in, hour 2 of Old School. Same crew, DPJ, Austin Oerman with you. Brought to you by who, Jay?
The Mercado, Certified Piedmontese, Special Ingredients Butcher Shop, 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, 84th in Old Cheney / Andrew and 168th and Maple up there in the O. Every type of meat, every type of cut.
What's the best cut?
I like tomahawk.
Whatever's
now,
on Jay's grill.
Obviously, the regular. Obviously, the filet is obviously the one that you want to have wine with. But I like a ribeye though.
So if you're sending listeners to
ribeye,
go get the ribeye.
Ribeye.
What are they getting with the ribeye from the store, from the deli?
Well, I mean, they always change it up. If I'm gonna see, let me see. Depends on what they have pre-made stuff. So I like they had a really good. I like the broccoli, like when they have that broccoli salad.
So they're trying to make so it's the husbands out there and they just trying to make wifey happy so she don't have to.
Then you probably need especially around here. You probably need to get. They got big old potatoes in there, so I get the potatoes. Then you gotta cook them the way that you like to cook them. And for the youngsters, I would get some more of the family size pre-made pasta stuff.
See, we need the Foreman package.
Yeah.
They need
Jake.
the Foreman
We've
package.
been talking about Jake. You need to have
For years.
You need to have the
2.5 years since I've been here, and Jake's still not on.
You need to have the code and the package. Because we could name them. One week it'd be the goal line package. The other week it'd be the third down. Then it'd be the Foreman special.
That's the 56.
Like
the
matches
44.
it matches the game of the week.
Yeah, matches the game or the Nebraska game of the week, or the theme of the week.
Right. Like
the special teams knockout.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for Kansas City,
Oh, it's straight ribs. What time it is. And wings.
Right.
And wings. That's easy. The wings travel easy. The brisket, you got to cook it here. Nah, you can't be bringing that on the road.
Should we give
that's the local down there. We're taking the Mercado.
I was taking inspiration from them.
Yes, but we're taking the Mercado chicken, ribs, to Kansas City.
Mercado Monday. Do we need to? Should we send the text to Nick Sainert or to Austin Oerman?
To do what?
Or to Jake Sorensen?
What text?
To make this thing happen. Like for them to drive over to the Mercado.
Make Nick do it.
Right?
Yeah. He look. Nick likes to eat.
Sir.
No, I'm just playing.
Sir.
Let Nick go in there and let Mr. Upgrade go in there and upgrade to the J Foreman, code JF44.
Yeah.
That's your code. Then you be in there.
That should be a
It would
layup.
increase sales, especially on the home games with the wings. Ooh. And you got, I think, Akron games like 6:30. Oh,
Or to have Austin come up with the perfect tailgate package from Mercado.
Done.
Oh, we can do that.
Right?
You know what?
Done.
We're going to do that.
Right?
We're going to come up with a Kansas City special. The one that you can take, because Nebraska people will be able to tailgate down there, right?
I would hope so.
Well, but you want
I
to,
would
like,
hope
you
so.
want it, we want this to be what everybody on their back porch, if they're watching at home.
Oh, we're going to have both.
Right?
We're going to have your roadie package.
Yep.
And then we're going to have the one that you would have in your garage when you have people in there. That's when you really get down. That's when you do the brisket, especially for the first game. Because you know people are taking Wednesday off because the game's on Thursday. So you got it all weekend. So then we're going to hit you with the weekend package too.
But
That's
you
the
also
burgers.
you have to have something that's grillable.
On
Right?
the road.
That you don't need to smoke it. If they're at home, like if they're going to get it Thursday afternoon to put on the grill.
Oh, we got a Thursday afternoon. We got that's called the 2-minute drive.
There we go. There we go.
That's the Thursday afternoon is a 2-minute drive. That's because you work too long. You had to return some emails. And he's like, you know what? I got people coming over. So I need something quick to throw on the grill, but it's got to be tasty.
Taste.
Scrum diddly yumptious.
Scrum diddly. He said it.
We're not going to dwell on this, but again, the question is still out there. What brand of smoker should Jay Foreman get? 402, 464.
We got a leader in the clubhouse.
But we need to go to, is this a Schaefer's thing? Right? Is this another Schaefer sponsorship? Like this is the Foreman recommended grill, right? We need.
Where do you buy grills at around here? Like real ones. If I get I can't be buying one. First of all, it need to be pre-assembled, and it needs to be delivered. I will season it and
say it louder for the people in the back, because I am not a griller put together guy.
No, we passed. Look, we're past the days that you went and got one and you can put it together, throw you 2 hamburgers on there. Right. We need a real deal one.
Who does that? So text line, let us know who should we approach for grills, because this has to be a fully sponsored on the grill itself and what we're putting on the grill.
Fire up the grill with Foreman. And
then Uncle Kevin can put together the items that you drink with that particular package of meat from Certified Piedmontese. So this is 3 segments a week.
And then we're going to grill. And then we're going to have a vlog out here. Me and Kevin are just going to bring you into just
the Nirvana.
How we do it. We're just going to bring you to heaven. Me and Kevin. Kevin and Jay. Whatever, KJ, whatever you want. KJ, we up in there.
JKBBQ.
Yes, hey, it's on and popping.
We have this from Gus Mohawk on the text line. He says, I already got my ticket to my tailgate spot. I've never been to Arrowhead, though. What's the atmosphere like as a player and as a fan?
As a fan, you're going to be like, what was the bear that used to smell the honey in the old cartoon?
Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be so much barbecue. It's the most
See, I'm a Yogi Bear dude. I was like thinking Yogi.
And it's the most distracting place to be, because when you used to come over the bridge to go to the stadium, you would be smelling it at the stoplight. You know what I mean? And so I've never been there as a fan.
It's spread out.
It's an NFL stadium, so it's a lot. It's a lot of ground, right? And it's, and the Royals are there, so you're going to be able to extend over there. It's going to be. I would. Only reason I have any tailgating experiences down in Houston, I would go do appearances, get there early, and just take it all in. That's going to be fun. But
was it less embarrassing getting a chicken sandwich from then than?
If you in Houston and when you go and do all these like appearances, it's like if you don't eat there, they feel like it's disrespect.
They're offended.
Yeah. So by the time you go in the game, you hammered and you already full. You ready to go to sleep.
That's every parking lot tailgate. The first one we went to was actually RG3's game down there, rookie year. Matter of fact, might have been his career opener down there in Houston. And Becky and I we parked far away. It was raining. It was a storm. So they had the dome on the stadium. We got out of the car and started walking to the stadium. It was probably a 20-minute walk. In that 20-minute walk, to say that we were pulled into 8 different tailgates.
Oh, that's a low number.
Like 8 different ones. Ones you could stop.
Yeah.
And either like Austin, to have somebody hand you a hot dog off the grill. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you want this? And then you turn around and somebody gives you a plate with 5 wings on it.
Yeah.
And
Nick and I had that going into state baseball.
Yeah, and then here's
not the same at Werner, I'm sure.
Hey, we're doing shots. We got the three gentlemen. We're just going to line these up for you. That was
it's NFL is different because college is like more like energy, like homegrown, right? Intent, you know what I'm saying? It's like
better tailgates.
I'm
though.
thinking that the Houston game for Robert Griffin III would have been his third year, 2014 Week 1, 17-6 Redskins over the Texans.
Yes.
But the Houston. So here's the funny thing. So Houston's the stadium is like right off of like one of the busy, like off of Kirby,
and the hotel attached to it.
They don't. They've now removed that because now they have the big convention center. So it's right off of Kirby, but across the street is the indoor facility. Then you have like, commercial businesses and all that. Well, all those are tailgate spots, and then you have parking. Well, then once you get down to the other big street, you didn't hit 8 different places and neighborhoods, apartments and everything. So when you park, you think you park or DP was 20 minutes away, walk away. It's really not that far.
Right.
It's essentially from 8th Street to 12th. It's an hour. And then once you get on site.
It's a party. It is Houston parties. I guess I don't know what's the better tailgate, college or pro.
It just kind of it's two different atmospheres. You have the young energy of college, and Blur does a really good job. But Houston's like you got Blur on steroids, then you got people that really can cook. Here's also the really unique thing about Houston, which was I think it was Katrina. So you had a lot of people that end up staying in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just that generally you think of Texas barbecue, right? It's a more drier rub, different type of barbecue. Well, then now you got the people from New Orleans in there that have now are Houstonians, or now they're natives. So now you get all that in there. With like mixed in it.
The best tailgate food I've ever eaten was Houston Papado catered.
Yeah,
sir.
There ain't nothing like somebody from New Orleans making homemade gumbo. And they take that stuff serious.
It was different.
No chitlins though.
Sir. I don't know. I don't know which ones. Like LSU tailgate was remarkable.
That's probably
every year in Omaha they bring everything.
That's probably along the lines of NFL tech. The difference is the NFL stadiums is way more land.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, I was talking about. You remember when Jake Sorensen went down there? Remember the Dolphins? They had stripper poles out there.
Yeah.
Jake, did you get distracted?
Jake, eyes over here,
Right.
over here.
This
Hello.
Was this while he was single, or was he? Elizabeth,
corny Jake. Oh, well, I've never seen that before in Lincoln.
Guess we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
I don't know. I hate tailgates at some NFL spaces now, like FedEx. I would rather not. The old RFK tailgates down where you were parked backed up to the Potomac River, and folks they would take milk jugs, empty the milk, rinse it out, and bring moonshine for you to get it in. It was amazing. Like you would have a senator next to a congressman, next to a lawyer, next to a barber, and you were going to have everything. I don't know. FedEx doesn't do that. Baltimore, crabs and crab cake, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you've never tailgated with people,
you gotta go down in the Ravens is. They're gonna do. Hey, you better be with somebody from Baltimore.
And everybody has wings at their Baltimore. Yeah. Because Hooters makes for everybody.
It's crack. And plus the Ravens are good. So you can't tell the whole city of Baltimore nothing. Yeah. Do not wear the opposing team's like jersey in Baltimore.
Like you can tailgate walking through the neighborhoods of Baltimore. Because people are grilling out front and in the driveways. So you walk up, the stadium is extra stuff. But walking through the streets, and there are neighborhoods nearby that
like
you
a
can
block
walk.
Party.
Yep, and it is.
Am I invited?
Oh yeah. They would like.
Yeah.
Well, just wear Colts gear. They would just think you're old school. They would just think your dad's from Baltimore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he old school.
Yeah.
He old school. He you niggas.
Right? Mad Dog Mike Curtis and stuff, right? Yeah.
We're getting votes in here for Green Bay tailgating. I just can't be
sure.
a cold tailgater. It just can't be worth it after a certain point.
Hey,
Maybe I'm not a
they
true
drinking-
tailgater
they drinking
or fan,
plenty of those
but-
fireballs or whatever. up
But
there.
they drink more at the cold tailgate.
Yeah.
They drink more. There's no other truth.
I've never seen more drunk people in my life than a Minnesota Vikings Green Bay game. I used to just look at people like those
Bears.
How are you going to work tomorrow?
Bears.
Oh,
Bears.
I'm sure the Bears, yeah.
The
but-
old Soldier Field sausage, sauerkraut, kielbasa, and beer.
Woo.
Listen, man, this dude had a mobile pizza oven. A mobile pizza oven. I'm telling you, bro, I was like, I just stood and applauded. I was like, I appreciate the fact that you came up with this. And people, there's a line. Like, there's a line. This dude, they asked, I remember them asking how many pies he made that day. And it wasn't the deep dish stuff. It was slices. But he would make full pizzas. But he would give, it's 4 slices per pie. And he said, yeah, I'll make 800 pies today.
Dang.
he ain't watching no game.
No, he was out. Yeah, he was posted up, bro. He was good to go.
Bada Bing on YouTube says, I used to live in the Bay and would go to Raiders games at the Coliseum. Some of the best tailgates ever. After the game, we shut that thing down. Security really didn't care too much.
Raiders, okay. Different. The 4 areas of California all have different tailgates. San Diego was at the old Jack Murphy, where mariachi bands, there's like 4 mariachi bands walking around, tequila everywhere. How much tequila you need to drink? All the tequila. All the tequila.
One more till the next one.
Bruh, they are just lining you up. San Francisco, it's wine and cheese, but let me tell you, none of it's cheap. All of it's good. The Raiders, it's a different deal. It's burgers and every 9-layer dip you could possibly imagine, right? And then LA proper. Don't waste your time going to an LA proper tailgate. Don't do it. SoFi, I'm sorry. Apologize to people in advance, because if you've been to the others, you go, like, I think that's bottom 5 in the whole NFL.
That's just too corporate.
Yeah.
It just looks corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they definitely ain't getting anything.
And
on their
who
shirt.
was it? Was Mad Dog his boy Leonard DiCaprio
Yeah.
showing up out of nowhere?
Bro, but that's why people tailgate for the Rams, as to who shows up.
Yeah.
It's not like the LA Raiders. Different. The LA Raiders was different than the Oakland Raiders, right? Entirely different tailgate. Go to the Bay and listen, they got it in. Different smell. There's a different smell at a Raiders tailgate. Even in Vegas, it smells like Oakland. It's like, wait a minute. That is 4 different blends right there. Jay Foreman would his feet would never touch the ground. The aroma
walk around and just feel great.
The aroma would
Get the
pick him up.
But hey, by the time you get to the other side of the stadium, you got munchies already.
Right? Like it's like the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
That was like, you just went,
the devil's lettuce.
Wacky weeders everywhere.
The devil's lettuce.
So underrated tailgate spots outside of the mainline ones.
Philadelphia.
Underrated.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm sure Philly's
Philly.
especially now.
Subs and steaks.
Yeah.
Subs and steaks. Like, you're gonna eat in Philly. You're gonna eat in Philly.
Giants or Jets?
Jets. Giants fans are too.
They're like they're a little up.
That's like Creighton and Nebraska. Same area, not the same. Not the same. Like, Jets fans.
I'd love to go to a Creighton football tailgate sometime.
Sir.
Excuse me.
We'll have none of that, sir. Get him. Get him. I mean, think about it.
I bet you Nashville or the Tennessee Titans is pretty cool. Because
Ooh,
Nashville's a
I
good
believe
party town, so I'm sure.
Yeah, until it gets cold.
Yeah, but I'm sure they got like bands out. I'm sure that's probably pretty good, right? I just assume.
Oh, they have concerts.
Yeah. So
New Orleans is top 5, period. No matter what, you go to a Saints game, they start the party Friday. By the time you get to game time, it on Sunday, and then afterwards, it just never ends. Especially if they win, it never ends. It is a New Orleans party. That just That's just how what the get down is. Atlanta disappointing.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, but yeah.
Charlotte. Seattle's top 5.
Okay.
Seattle's top 5. One, because of the stadium, but their fans, as much as Buffalo fans like to say that they're the fans of the NFL, right? The way they get in, throwing themselves through tables and other assorted whatnot, the level of alcohol consumption. But Seattle fans, they're just happy. They're happy to be there. They expect to win. Like, they're loud. They're maybe the loudest stadium in the NFL.
They brag about their records.
Right? And can I say this? Oh, I'll say this on them and the Titans Seahawks and Dolphins have the most attractive fans. I'm just gonna leave that there. Like, you go to a game, there's like, oh, only attractive people buy season tickets here? Is that what y'all doing? This is you're just like your head spinning, you're just going, well, good. good on y'all.
Guess that's what we're doing.
Yeah. And Money G says Tennessee has the bourbon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Your personality, and I'm not mad at Nebraska tailgate, but I think if you had to rank the Big Ten conference and now you have to remove USC and UCLA because their tailgates are terrible,
if existent,
right? Like, it's just, there's other stuff to do. Maryland is terrible.
So it's easier to eliminate, I think, than
right.
Oregon, probably not great.
No,
really?
Really?
It's
the lettuce. It's the lettuce. Like,
Northwestern, no.
You get the good blend. You having a great time on an Oregon.
Northwestern is going to change the game because their new stadium has like a bar. It has like a float. It has like a bar in the stadium. It has,
but it's not here yet, so I'm not going to give them credit.
Well, this new stadium is supposed to be the top of all Big Ten stadiums when it's done.
Purdue, too busy at the library.
But Indiana, we got it.
Any more? Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Sainer was done dealing.
Penn State, what else is there to do? So probably got to be decent.
Deep numbers.
They got moonshine out there.
Yeah,
right?
Deep numbers.
Ohio State doesn't strike me as great tailgate.
Nope.
Michigan, so right?
You know what? Ohio State gets it in, but it just wasn't impressive. Like, it felt like it should have.
The campus is too big.
Yeah, it felt like you have to walk across a lot to get into the Buckeye Stadium. Rutgers, no.
So
Michigan State over Michigan, I would
Nebraska,
guess.
Nebraska's the
No.
best.
Really?
And you know what Minnesota gets credit for is because of Dinkytown, and it's so close to Dinkytown. They got some good bars leading up to their stadium. Though.
Yeah.
I just.
But is it really?
Is it tailgating or is it
really
pregame?
It feels
because you say the
homey.
same thing for Wisconsin. Good tailgating and good pregaming.
Wisconsin's fans is crazy.
But doesn't it feel homey?
They need to get
checked up.
Minneapolis feels like, oh, y'all are happy we here.
Minneapolis feels like you're not even on campus, but you are on campus. Now, Wisconsin is. I always tell the story. I ate 50 million bratwursts down there and had the ball of my life. That's why I drank for every spotted cow I ate a bratwurst. For every 2 spotted cows I ate a bratwurst. And the game was when they had Russell Wilson in there, and the game was at night. So you up all day, and so then the game was close. Then I left the game because we started losing so bad when Monty Ball started scoring on the touches. I just went back over and started
back at it.
Yeah, start back at it. Just drink your sorrows away.
Is that, are they in your top third? So I think it's top third. Like Big Ten, everything is top third, bottom third,
I think
middle third. Who's your top third?
I'd probably say Nebraska, Wisconsin, Ohio State. I don't know enough about Penn State. I'm sure Penn State's pretty good. Yeah,
there.
Penn State.
It's okay.
Nebraska, Wisconsin,
What about
Iowa,
is
Minnesota,
Washington?
Penn State, Washington.
Probably
They
Washington.
got their boats.
Washington.
They got their boats.
Yeah, Washington's fun. It's fun, and there's nothing else going on. Like they're happy. Like I think that's a big part of it. Do you feel like they're happy? Are they happy they're there? And then are they happy that you're there?
Yeah. You might be able to throw Minnesota in just because of the way their stadium is set up, and they have a pretty good light rail system that you can go from there downtown. So it's kind of extended. They get the best of both worlds.
Austin, you got a ton of text. There's some really.
We're getting Husker Stew says a lame place was the Big House. Wisconsin at the top of the Big Ten says Mississippi Mud Dog, and Joe B says Michigan State has to be top third.
Oh man, you know what? We just bypassed East Lansing.
I tried to say Michigan State over Michigan.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah,
that.
because they just built different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little brother complex.
Yeah. They really got to get it in.
Big brother's the star of the show. You know, he's the lawyer. He's all buttoned up. Little brother's got to be the opposite.
East Lansing was fun.
It's the woodshed, man.
It was fun. Like it was.
I bet you Michigan State's got a good especially when they're rolling. Yeah, probably fun.
Mark D'Antonio tailgating.
Yeah, when they were legit. Yeah, and they had that whole mentality. Yeah.
Bubba says, Jay, you need to go down to Canyon Joe's barbecue and talk to them about smokers. Listen,
where's Canyon Joe's? Is that in Lincoln?
Yeah, and I think it's a big thing that they may be another one that
Street.
We could do
that way.
Yeah, we could have like a tailgate package, maybe there, mulberries. Like let maybe do it. You know what we need to do before Kansas City? Let's challenge all the barbecue places to make the best tailgate package. And we do a taste test. We do a sample.
I'm in.
I'm down with that.
Right?
We'll go to break. We will get this set up.
I'm the harshest critic.
And we will have a blast on Old School when this gets set up. More of the show in a sec.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with Foreman and Oerman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. Go bold this summer and fall with endless possibilities. Stop in now for the best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coats, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Nebraska football opens their season on Thursday, August 28th in Kansas City, and you can be a part of the best pregame tailgate party with Blur Events, live from Kauffman Stadium, home of the Royals. Doors open 4 hours before kickoff with a live DJ promoting interactive competitions and giveaways. Tailgate games like cornhole, flip cup, and beer pong. Access to ballpark concessions and available air conditioning. Book your tickets today at blurevents.com/Kansas City and hang with 93.7 The Ticket on the scene prior to Nebraska versus Cincinnati on August 28th.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Western Sand and Gravel is hiring for a variety of positions at their sand and gravel plants near Ashland. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Available positions include plant operators, dredge operators, and shop service technicians. They offer great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, paid holidays, and paid time off. No matter your experience level, on-the-job training is available to help you build a rewarding career with Western Sand and Gravel. Start your career today. Visit westernsand.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Hi, I'm Casey Oddie, and I'm the Retail Banking Manager at your local Midwest Bank branch on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Banking may be my job, but supporting the community is what I care most about. Whether I'm showing up at local events, partnering with schools, or helping people reach financial milestones, I am proud to be a part of what makes Lincoln strong. Let's build something together. Stop by and say hi. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Back to old school with Foreman and Oerman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rolling right along through old school. This segment of the show brought to you by the great people down at Heartland of Nebraska Windows. They're based out of Hallam, Nebraska, and they offer a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty on everything while keeping their prices affordable. Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give them a call today for more info, 402-430-3852. You can also learn more online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com.
Austin, I do have one thing for Jay. We had somebody drop off shirts, and some of the other folks may have stolen the shirts, or I don't know.
I believe there's a bag in back that looks like it should have shirts in it.
Right. So he says history. He's a history teacher by day. He runs a little T-shirt side hustle. He thought he'd bless us guys with some of the best sellers just for fun. Tried to pick things that he thought everybody was going to like. Not sure about the sizes. If you want to make a switch them out, feel free to let him know. Make sure that the 95 guys get first crack at the goats. So they may have been there. They may not be there. Thanks for blessing our town and bringing joy to our commutes. If you want anything switched out, let me know. Go Big Red Dusty at Two Seam. And you can follow him at Two Seam Merch on Twitter, Two Seam Merch at Gmail if you want to reach out to him, twoseammerch.com for quality shirts. So we need to, on the next break, go into that bag and see what's there and see if we can do anything for Dusty and the game, right?
How about it?
Yeah, we appreciate that, man.
How about it? Do we want NFL or college football, gents? Ball's in your court.
We can do NFL. I'm sure your college football has been combed over, right?
Maybe to some degree.
I think so.
Hey, I got you. Hey.
I'm putting myself on mute. Jay Foreman has owned me. I'm off the show.
I got you, Austin. I got you. I've been waiting to do that, man.
Oh, man.
All right, go ahead. NFL. I'll just mess with you.
All right. 2025 quarterback tiers. 50 voters from The Athletic. 6 GMs, 6 assistant GMs, 6 former GMs, 5 executives, 8 head coaches, 19 other coaches voted. 5 quarterbacks in tier 1 described as a quarterback who can carry his team each week. The team wins because of him. He expertly handles pure passing situations. He has no real holes in his game. 5 quarterbacks in tier 1. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, tied for number 1, both the unanimous Tier 1 selections. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Matthew Stafford round out Tier 1, according to that group of 50 surveyed.
Who are the surveyors? Do we know who they are?
We do not have the names, but again, the breakdown is 6 current GMs, 6 current assistant GMs, 6 former GMs, 5 other executives, 8 head coaches, and 19 other coaches, including 15 coordinators.
Jay Foreman, I'm gonna get out your way. And
I like all of them. I'm just not a Matthew Stafford fan. I just
4 of those guys should have been unanimous Tier 1s.
Yeah.
But they all have a flaw.
I don't see how like Matthew Stafford's like
Stafford over Goff.
I mean, both of them I think are Tier 2.
Your next 5 in Tier 2. Jaden Daniels at number 6 in his debut. They don't put rookies on this, so you have to have played at least a year. So Jaden Daniels debuts at number 6.
Okay.
Justin Herbert at 7, Jared Goff at 8, and then C.J. Stroud and Jalen Hurts in a tie for 9.
Dang. It's a tough crowd. Super Bowl champion, 2 trips to the Super Bowl. You ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. He's still getting that doubt. I think Jalen Hurts will go up to number 1 if I think he validates it. But the way that Philly uses him in the way that I think the way he plays the quarterback position is a little mix of old school, very, very cerebral. Then he has a little RPO action, and I think he's actually gotten better as a passer. I think the biggest thing for him is to make sure that he's, healthy, and then he can throw the ball. I think he's a guy he's kind of like Lamar Jackson was 3, 4, or 5 years, whenever it was.
Mm-hmm.
People had the same doubts about him. You get that owner, GM, and team that's willing to kind of work through that with you, and then now Lamar Jackson is a legit passer, pocket passer, like legit. Like that's not the asterisk by him. I think all those guys in that second tier are good to go. The biggest guy I'm going to watch this year is C.J. Stroud, and he just looked a little off last year. Now I think obviously they got a new offensive coordinator, but I think they lost their rhythm last year. And again, it's the sophomore slump, but then because the expectations after you do it your rookie year, and we've seen it here in Nebraska with Adrian, is like you could be in year 3 and they keep referring back to what you did your first year, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and better and better. But everybody else starts to catch on to you a little bit. So C.J. Stroud, I think, has all the qualities. Now, does he have the supporting cast, in particular the offensive line?
The thing that really stands out to me as I keep going through this is maybe I've been the low man on Joe Burrow, and that's to my detriment. I'm just starting to get big Peyton Manning vibes from Joe Burrow. A lot of stats, processor, not the biggest arm, but a good enough arm, pocket-based guy going up against kind of the ultimate winner in the generation in Patrick Mahomes. Now, we know Burrow got one over on Mahomes, didn't pay it off with the ring against the Rams. Obviously, Matthew Stafford took that one home. But I'm starting to feel like Joe Burrow's kind of next-gen Peyton Manning right now.
Yeah, or Dan Fouts, or Dan Marino.
I mean, there's Marino, Fouts, Hart. Like there's a bunch of guys who never got over the hump. Didn't mean they weren't quality. I mean, Sonny Jurgensen. There are guys that sometimes you're just facing Roger Staubach, and it just is. But
and you don't have the team around you,
right? Right. But I think that's a part of this, right? That if you switched teams with the quarterbacks, right? If you just rotated the quarterbacks to different teams, the Philadelphia Eagles defensively are going to be the Philadelphia Eagles defensively. And the talent that's on there, you could put any one of the other
top 10 quarterbacks
in the Philadelphia huddle, and the result kind of looks the same. If you put any of those 2 quarterbacks in the San Diego Chargers, it's going to be kind of the same result. I'm not sure that anybody makes that much difference. I think the Eagles might be better if they had Lamar Jackson. They'd probably be better if they had Patrick Mahomes. But that's kind of the list. Like if Mahomes was in Buffalo, Buffalo would then be the favorite. Like I think that's.
Did you know Patrick Mahomes could have been in Buffalo?
If
not for a trade.
Yeah, you're going to make them cry. You're going to make them cry. Austin, stop it.
We're good with Josh Allen. We just got. I think I think people just don't realize part of being like a winner, is that you want a good team. I think some people just think, all right, you quarterback, you just going to be passing for 6,000 yards in a game and nobody can stop you. There's guys that are highly paid, skilled, and their main job is to stop you. And there's other good quarterbacks and other good, offensive guys. I like the list. I think those guys are, the top 2 tiers. I can't think of anybody else that I would.
Ooh, we have a few more in tier 2. I just gave you the top 10. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more tier 2 quarterbacks.
I'm sure you got Jordan Love in there?
This is not my list, Jay.
But is he in there?
Baker Mayfield at 11.
I like that too. Mr.
Dak
Swagger
Prescott at 12. Brock Purdy at 14. And Jordan Love at 13. Ligament issue, by the way. He's getting that.
But those are the winners.
Yeah.
That 14 is the top half or close to the top half of the NFL. And those are as the conversation we were having the other day, those are the quarterbacks you trust.
Yeah.
More than the guys who are not on that list. And there's a reason, because the teams have had success. They got to play, they got to compete against each other, right? We remember that Jared Goff was also on the 1-15 Detroit line.
Yeah.
So that part, but his evolution certainly plays into it. Stafford and Goff being traded, that says a thing, because if, quite frankly, they're both playoff teams. They were both on playoff teams.
Yeah.
So they're winners. They're winners. I'm not sure. Tell me Aaron Rodgers is 16 without telling me Aaron Rodgers is 16. Boy, I'm good.
Behind
Russ Wilson.
Pocket Hercules.
It should flip-flop, though, Russell Wilson and Pocket Hercules.
Okay.
But Pocket Hercules had a good year last year, though.
Tier 3 starts with Pocket Hercules, Aaron Rodgers, Tua, Trevor, Geno, Bo Nix, Sam Darnold. Then you get down to Drake May, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Kirk Cousins. End tier 3.
Scrappers.
But
no
Nix,
Mr. Unlimited. No ridiculous.
Bo Nix and Aaron and Pocket Hercules can jump up into tier 2.
So can Michael Penix.
Yeah, I mean, he could come out. He can go from 4 to 2. He ain't even been
right.
mentioned.
Penix in that space under that offense with the training and the freedom, but so could Kirk. Kirk could end up back in the top 12 if he. Remember, they were before he gets hurt. They're leading the division by a game and a half. The injury happens, and then the collapse happens. Atlanta has enough talent and enough movement that in that division, they could actually be a threat.
Because we all need a laugh, Eric says, where does our guy Danny Dimes land on the list? Eric is a fellow Colts fan as well, so that's where
he's on the future tight ends list.
He's
on the guys
in tier 4.
He's in the guys who are going to end up playing tight end.
He's on the Heinrich Harburg plan.
The Mike Tice program, right?
We have Russell Wilson.
Time out. That is an all-time classic zinger right there. He said Mike Tice.
Look, they're tight ends that, quite frankly, they make the transition. He was a great Maryland Terrapin quarterback. He was a great Terrapin quarterback, and they made the switch, and it was a wonderful decision. Fine decision along the way.
Tier 4, Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy, Danny Dimes at number 30. Followed up by Joe Flacco, followed up by Anthony Richardson at 32. Here are some of the quotes from the executives on Anthony Richardson. It's
going to be so good.
I think he's a pipe dream right now. Accuracy is not there. If you want to do college RPO stuff, that's your guy. The stuff last year was not starter quality. Voters remain mystified by his decision to briefly exit the Week 8 game at Houston. That's a tough one to overcome.
He was tired.
He's a freaky athlete for his size, but he's been hurt every year.
Exhausted.
He's not accurate and can't make any of those non-deep ball throws. The Colts are not ready to say that they messed it up, but they are hedging. And the final quote, the Anthony Richardson experiment is over. But There are two quarterbacks ranked below Anthony Richardson.
Okay.
Per general managers.
Okay.
Spencer Rattler.
Oh.
And we have one Tier 5 quarterback.
Oh, no.
Do we care to guess who the one Tier 5 quarterback is?
Oh, no.
Blau from New Orleans.
Tyler.
No rookies are involved in this.
Oh, no.
He is new to his team.
Oh,
He's been traded a couple times for low round picks.
Man, that's Jacoby Brissett.
Not Jacoby Brissett. His most notable.
Oh, Jameis.
Not Jameis. His most notable play.
He's above Jameis?
Came in college on a fake slide.
Oh, Kenny Pickett?
Kenny Pickett.
Oh, that's dog, man. They doing my man. He got a bad hamstring.
Jameis Winston is not ranked in this list. Nor is Jacoby Brissett.
Who from that list, from the bottom 10 on that list, has the opportunity to end up in the top 12? From the bottom 12.
So Tier 4 and below is Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy, Danny Dimes, Joe Flacco, Anthony Richardson, Spencer Rattler, Kenny Pickett.
Oh, it's easy. It's
JJ.
It's J.J. McCarthy, Penix, and Fields.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're still in on Fields.
I am. I'm also a Fields guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Fields guy.
Chicago Bears screwed him over. Look at Harrison back there.
Oh, he's trying to recover. Like the back of his neck is itching right now.
I mean,
it's itching right now.
I mean, Justin Fields, if he gets them blocking and that defense is playing, I'm telling you, he about to do work.
So are we just kind of hoping that Justin Fields can turn into Jalen Hurts? Like, probably not that level, but like,
why
Hurts
not?
Light?
Why not?
Why not?
He ain't never gave a chance.
Why not?
I'm just trying to see the vision. Help me see the vision.
But my whole thing about Justin Fields is,
Can he be Kyler Murray? Can Justin Fields become Kyler Murray?
He should be better than he should be better. And Caleb should be better than Kyler Murray.
What did Justin Fields do to anybody to deserve to go to the Bears? And then all of a sudden, like, it's like the Bears forgot when he went down there and played at Kansas City and literally almost beat Kansas City by himself. With a like at will coordinator. They put something on Craigslist. It was like, well, we fired the two guys we had. We got to play a game in Kansas City. You want to call your PlayStation place? Sure. Like, this is the problem with the NFL. You get a guy from Ohio State that he can throw. Obviously, he showed he could throw, but it's more of the RPO. And then you go to Chicago and you're like, well, we need you to be 7-step drop. And then the best thing is they, well, you don't know the playbook. No,
he played in bigger games at Ohio State than he's ever played in Chicago. But against better competition, right? Like, it's like, good heavens, man. Meaningful games.
And then it's so bad. He goes and is willing to be a backup to get out of Chicago because they drafted the guy that didn't want to be there.
And I'm sure he got a great football education under Matt Canada and Arthur Smith.
Have mercy.
He's like, my body just needs a break.
Have mercy.
From you to be.
Yeah, they got him out there with bottle caps and jacks out there calling plays.
It's like Shedeur Sanders. Hey, they said Shedeur Sanders was grabbing the ball boys.
Yeah.
So just imagine when I was a ball boy, me and Lane Kiffin running routes.
Think
I'm
about
open.
that. And nobody there to. Hey, I got you.
They said that he would just tell the ball boys, stand right here so I can work on my accuracy. And then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, you starting.
The ball boy was like, thank you, cool. What number am I wearing?
Hey,
we did it.
You a 5th round pick. The ball boy's like, do I get a tip?
Yeah, what number am I wearing?
One final break. We'll wrap up Old School after this.
You're listening to Old School with Jay Foreman and Austin Oerman. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this spring at The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to The Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Salt Mine City is your go-to brewery in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their Big Fatty 7-ounce hamburger or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Hi, I'm Casey Oddie, and I'm the Retail Banking Manager at your local Midwest Bank branch on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Banking may be my job, but supporting the community is what I care most about. Whether I'm showing up at local events, partnering with schools, or helping people reach financial milestones, I am proud to be a part of what makes Lincoln strong. Let's build something together. Stop by and say hi. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Western Sand and Gravel is hiring for a variety of positions at their sand and gravel plants near Ashland. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Available positions include plant operators, dredge operators, and shop service technicians. They offer great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, paid holidays, and paid time off. No matter your experience level, on-the-job training is available to help you build a rewarding career with Western Sand and Gravel. Start your career today. Visit westernsand.com.
Back to old school with Foreman and Oerman on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're wrapping up old school. Final segment brought to you by Love Volleyball, not Omaha, but Love Volleyball, Nebraska.
Jay, we need to stand up for our people. Like this is the thing we need to share for our fans and family. The Upside Bar and Lounge, longtime friends and family of The Ticket.
27th and Pine Lake.
27th and Pine Lake. Go stop by. Elena, who again owner, shared several videos of somebody that went into the bar, saw an open bottle of liquor on the bar, and just decided to snatch it while nobody was looking and put it in her pants and walk out the back door. And she shared the video. Now, Jay, it takes a different level of human to just walk in, sit down at the bar, look for an open bottle, shove it in your pants, and walk out the door.
You know that you talk about returning a punt. That's the equivalent of, you ever see those TikToks where they show the guy that's in trouble for being late when he comes home, and there's like, you're on the road at Florida State and they do the war chant, and the intensity, the screen starts shaking.
Yep.
Hey, you gotta be at the bar. You sit down there smooth as a baby's butt and say, you know what? Let me just try this. Then you get it, look the bartender in the face, read the body language. Oh, you know what? That drink, don't worry about it. I got to go to the bathroom. I'm out.
Pack the purse, deuces. So if you get a chance, jump on Facebook, look at the upside, see the video. If you know the young lady, help upside out. They need to know who this person is. Shame on them. Shame.
It probably had to be in there in case the joint, right? I mean, do you just walk down? You just walk it down on 27th and wherever they be like, all right, man, I'm gonna go in there and just.
I mean, there are people playing darts right next to her.
Yeah.
And then to shove it down your pants.
Gotta walk it out somehow.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Gotta have a little limp. Oh, man, I pulled my calf.
People.
It be your own sometimes. Come on, Lincoln.
It really does be your own.
I thought Lincoln was better than that.
Yeah.
Guess not. That'll do it for a great show here. Big thanks again to Love Volleyball Nebraska for sponsoring our final segment of things. Big thanks to The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese for sponsoring Old School. All 3 hours of it now. Weekdays, 3 to 6 p.m., except for Tuesdays, 5 to 6 on Tuesdays, reserved for our great friends over at Teammate. It's the Ash in the building with a couple special guests. She'll let you know
Amigos.
who they are. Amigos. How about that?
Amigos in the house.
It's a sad day when the Amigos location on campus closed.
Well,
I did my part to keep them in business.
Oh, I know you did.
I tried. Oh, well. Hey, Ash and the Amigos team coming up next on Teammates Timeout.
Hi, I'm Casey Oddie, and I'm the Retail Banking Manager at your local Midwest Bank branch on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Banking may be my job, but supporting the community is what I care most about. Whether I'm showing up at local events, partnering with schools, or helping people reach financial milestones,